Hey everybody, Alex here from Uncanny Wellness, and today I want to talk to you about a subject near and dear to my heart. That's CBD and coffee. So any of you that have been following Uncanny Wellness knows that back in 2018 we pivoted to focus specifically on the specialty coffee industry. And we make products now that are designed for CBD to be infused into any coffee beverage, but really any beverage for that matter, with juice, smoothies, teas, cocktails, anything like that. But really, specialty coffee has been our main market. And so one of the questions that I get asked all the time is about the CBD and coffee interaction. What happens? Does it do anything? How are you supposed to feel if it's working? And don't they just cancel each other out? So many people think that, the CBD chills you out and relaxes you, and the caffeine gets you going, gets you all amped up and ready for the day. So what happens when you put the two together? Really, what happens is something beautiful. Let me explain. One of the things that caffeine does is it binds with your brain's adenosine receptors. Adenosine is normally responsible for preparing your body for sleep. So, it's something that grows throughout the day and increases your desire for sleep. So when you drink coffee, the caffeine then goes and binds with that adenosine receptor, preventing your own adenosine from connecting there and thereby preventing that drowsiness from kicking into gear. When caffeine binds to that adenosine receptor, actually the opposite occurs, where your neuron activity is increased and adrenaline is released. And that's why you feel energetic and aware and awake. So that sensation that we all know and love from a nice cup of coffee that really just gets you up and makes you ready to take on the day, that is adrenaline kicking in. Unfortunately, there are some negative side effects that can be experienced with that increase in adrenaline. So you may know that adrenaline is responsible for that fight or flight response. It's your sympathetic nervous system kicking into gear. For people that might be sensitive to caffeine or that may just have had a few too many cups throughout the day, that can induce a sense of jitteriness or edginess that could be very uncomfortable. Luckily, one of the many things that CBD does within the body is to stimulate your serotonin receptors, which produces a bit of a calming anti-anxiety sensation. Thereby, it counteracts the effects of that negative fight or flight response caused by the adrenaline and the caffeine, and you can still get the awareness and the focus of the caffeine, the mental clarity, but that CBD can cut down on the jittery edginess that it can sometimes induce. So that's just a very little glimpse into the science behind why CBD and coffee or CBD and caffeine work well together. And in summary, it's really because the caffeine in coffee puts your body into a bit of a fight or flight response, and the CBD actually has anti-anxiety effects to calm that sensation out. Another reason that CBD and coffee go so well together is a little bit more cultural or habitual. So many people turn to coffee and espresso-based drinks throughout the day to keep them going. It's part of their daily ritual and something that they can't imagine living without. Really, when you think about it, caffeine and coffee is one of humanity's favorite drugs, if not the most favorite. And so what better place to slip something that's so good for you into your daily routine? Adding CBD into your coffee or any drink that you otherwise regularly consume is just such an easy and simple way to do something really beneficial for yourself without having to create a new routine or a new regimen. It's the same thing as if you're already taking a bunch of capsules or supplements. If you just add a CBD supplement to your routine, you're not changing anything. You're not creating new habits. You're just incorporating that into something that you're already doing. And at the end of the day, the best type of CBD product is one that you're going to actually take. It should, of course, work, but that means that anything that you're already consuming, if you can just slip in CBD to that regimen, is going to make it all that much easier for you. And then from another perspective, just looking at the specialty coffee and cafe industry and all those spaces, we're already starting to see a bit more of a customizable option appear on the menus, where it's not just coffees anymore. There's things like turmeric lattes, matcha lattes, you can add collagen, plant-based milks, and all of these different things to fine-tune the exact experience that you're looking for. CBD is no exception. It's really just another superfood that can give the user consuming that beverage certain types of benefits that they're looking for. The final note I'll make about CBD and coffee is this. Most of the CBD out there is in oil form, as in tinctures and vapes and creams and things like that. And the oil is fine for those applications, but as soon as you swallow CBD oil into the stomach, the absorption rate or the bioavailability really gets called into question. And unfortunately, CBD oil itself has very, very low absorption rates. We're talking 10, 20%. So if you think you're taking a 20 milligram dose, you might actually only be getting 2 milligrams absorbed into your body. And so if you're going to be doing CBD coffee drinks or CBD any type of drink, it needs to be in some form that is converted for full absorption in the stomach. So it needs to be increased bioavailability, and a lot of what that looks like is water soluble. So at Uncanny, we specialize in water soluble CBD because it is designed for mixing into drinks effectively and also being effectively absorbed in the stomach. So that's all for this video. To sum it up real quick for you, CBD and caffeine, they actually balance each other out, so you still get the upbeat, energetic effects, but you're not going to be anxious and feeling overwhelmed. The CBD cuts out on those negative side effects of the caffeine. And as far as you as a person that's putting it into your drink, just make sure that you're using the right type of CBD so you can absorb the full dose. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this, and of course, like the video, share it with a friend, and I will see you beautiful people next time. Take care.